That morning, as I awoke from peculiar dreams, I found myself very comfortable and protected. I felt very safe under the blanket in my bed. It gave me shelter. But just like any other day, I had to get up for work. I had no idea why, but that day I wanted to go to work as soon as possible. I don't know what drove me like that, but I think it had something to do with my own weird hobby at work. You know, some people like to sit on the can, others like to drink a cup of coffee by the copy machine. Well, not me. I had something else to look forward to. I have this strange affection for small places. The opposite of claustrophobia, I guess you could call it. I just feel very much at ease in small cabinets and closets. My doctor says it's because I myself feel very small. Therefore, I create my own space, which is small, like me. Great, I was on schedule. I still had some time before work began. This was what I looked forward to for most of the day. The elevator. It was just an elevator, but for me, it was so much more. It was my playground. It made me feel just like a little boy again. This was the highlight of my day at work. That little cage provided the necessary fun for me to survive. Just to get in, push a button and get lifted. The feeling, it was fantastic. I felt light as a feather. That feeling in my stomach was beyond anything I ever felt before in my life. People must have thought I was a lunatic. Maybe I better take the stairs to work in my condition, but this was so much more fun. It was a strange habit to have, I admit, but every morning I had an appointment with the elevator. It brought me up and down again, up and down, and even when I was feeling down, it brought me up, and when I was feeling up, it pulled me back down. I considered it a daily journey, or even more so, a ritual like some people go jogging every morning. But that morning, as I prepared myself for work, something strange happened. It didn't stop anymore. The elevator, it just kept going up. Even when I reached my floor, it didn't stop, it just cruised further on. Where did it go? This wasn't possible, was it? It just couldn't be. And even further. Again, I was going to be late for work. It was a physical enigma. Did I challenge fate once too many times? Anyway, whatever this strange machine was doing, it had to stop. I didn't have time for this kind of crap. I had to go to work. Playtime was over. Nothing worked, except the damned elevator. How could I keep going up? There were only 6 floors. It was fun for a while, but after half an hour I began to worry. When and where would this journey end? Where was my final destination, if there was any? I tried to phone for help, but the line was dead. Didn't function. Nothing functioned, except for this machine. After an hour, there was little to do but work. I had some papers to fill in, but it wasn't easy. It was hard to concentrate. The numbers and figures danced before my eyes, just like when I get sick reading in the car. Lunch tasted awful. I should have put some cheese on my sandwiches instead of bacon. Besides, I was beginning to bore myself to death. Meanwhile, hours passed. I was trapped, locked in a cell, a prison. I tried to get some sleep and hoped I would wake up out of this nightmare. In order to keep myself busy and avoid losing my mind, I occupied myself doing the most ordinary things as if nothing really mattered anymore. My body was the only instrument to pass time with. All the rest was meaningless. What would happen if I jumped up and fell down while the elevator kept rising? Would I be a motionless point in time and space? A time travel experiment for just 1 second. A philosophical challenge that made me think the end was near. I felt stressed. I had to loosen up. So I pretended as if life was just the same in the elevator as it was in the streets, in the office, in my house. I wondered if I would ever see my family and wife again. Where was I? Had I already left the building like a soul out of a body? Then, a moment of relief and resignation came. There was nothing else to do but to accept my destiny. I would stay in this elevator for the rest of my life on the road to nowhere. So I got dressed again, and in a last attempt to keep my senses, I pretended to get ready for work. And then it happened. Or rather, it stopped. It stopped happening. Without any warning or sign, the elevator stopped. The journey had come to an end. But where was I? The most important thing was that I was free again. I faced a new world, insecure, dark, and mysterious. But I had to get the hell out of there. And so I did, experiencing that last funny feeling in my stomach when I finally got down again.